Well, my name is Matthew Stewart, best man. Thank you. And so I've known Andrew my entire life because he's my older brother. And so to start off, Andrew's been my wingman. You know, he's been the Chewbacca to my Han Solo. He's been the Sam to my Frodo. The Luigi to my Mario. So I'll never forget the first time it hit me that I knew I was losing him. Not really losing him, but he was talking to my mom about something that him and Victoria was doing, and he says, "Yeah, we're gonna go up to and do this." And I walked in the kitchen. I said, "Oh, what are we doing?" And he looked at me. He's like, "Me and Victoria," because we and us, when Andrew said it, was always me and him. I'm not used to it being him and somebody else, you know, so he would say, "Hey, we're gonna go over and do this," and I'd be like, "Okay, I guess we're going over there." So that's kind of when it hit me. But I really want to tell you guys, this isn't much of a speech as it is me being a man of my word and keeping my word. And I want to tell you how they really met, and how they really got together, and how this all kind of worked out. And so it all started, yes, whenever Victoria sent Andrew a message on Facebook, and she's like, "Hey, you did a really good job, and I really appreciate what you guys do." And Andrew just said, "Thanks." And I said, "Andrew, this girl messaged you. You gotta keep the conversation alive, man. You can't just drop the ball here." And he wouldn't do it. So I said, "You know what, forget it." So I got on his Facebook, and I started messaging her back, and we had a good conversation going back and forth. She thinks it's Andrew the whole time. And I'm on the computer over here like, "Hey, what's your major? How do you spell that?" "Oh, okay, cool." And so I'm back in there, you know, just typing back and forth, and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna invite her to our church." So I was like, "Hey, Victoria," I was like, "me and my brother Matthew, we do the worship at our church." And I said, "So if you liked our music at Second Sam, you'd really enjoy it at the chapel." And she's like, "Oh yeah, that'd be great." She doesn't sound like that. That's just so you can distinguish the male and the female. So she said, yeah, she came, and she showed up, and you know, I'm giving Andrew these looks like, "Hey, she showed up," you know. This one showed up, and halfway through the message, I was like whispering to Andrew. I was like, "Hey, you gotta invite her to lunch with us." And you have to know my brother. He's not the most outgoing person. "Oh, no, I can't do that." So I was like, "Okay, I'll turn the cruise control off and jump back in the cockpit." So after church, I walked up. I was like, "Hey, Victoria, I met you at Second Sam. I was wondering, would you want to go to lunch with me and my brother and some of our friends? And we're all just going out to Bob Evans." And she was like, "Yeah, I'd love to, love it." You know? And so we went. Lunch was great. Every conversation was alive. And towards the end, I sent Andrew a text under the table. I said, "You need to get her phone number so we can do this again." And once again, he replied back with, "No." Because I remember the first time when she messaged him, he looked at me and he says, "There's no way on this planet that a girl like her would be interested in a guy like me." And I said, "Andrew, no, I ain't gonna let that happen." So after the dinner, he wouldn't do it, so I said, "You know what? Heck. Hey, Victoria!" I said, "We should get your phone number so we can do this again." I said, "Andrew, get out your phone. We're gonna get her phone number." So we swapped numbers, and from there on, it was that night I got him to send the first text message. And that's about right whenever I got the boat out on the water. See, because I used all my mojo on getting him a wife. Now I'm empty. He's got all mojo. He's gonna have a great marriage. That's the kind of brother I am, you know? Yeah, thank you. But no, He's quite a gem. He's been my best friend my entire life. We've been through the best of times, and we've been through the absolute worst of times. And I just want to talk to you right now, Andrew, that I don't have to say this, but you know Dad would be so proud of you. Yeah. You know more than anybody that if he was here, he'd be beaming. So proud of him. He always was. I'm so proud of you, man. So honored to call you my brother. So I just want to raise our glasses to Andrew and Victoria, and that the Lord will bless their marriage and their life together, and that to Andrew and Victoria,